this. What's keeping you from being the best you can be? One thing I ask, what is keeping you from being the best you can be? What do you think one of the answers is they say? Time? You say time? Okay, that's a good answer. What's another? Yourself, what do you mean by it? Think about it, because that's a good answer. Bad choices, very good answer. Here's the one thing I see, and to me it's captured in one word, okay? The reason a lot of players do not reach the best that they can be, from my perspective, someone who has not only played, but has seen coaches. From my perspective, the one thing that keeps people from being the best they can be is humility. Somebody help me with that word. What is humility? What does humility mean? What's that mean? I want somebody who has an answer for it. Ashamed, kind of close. What's humility? Humility mean? Embarrassed. One more. What's that? Not want to mess up? You know, self-confidence is close. So let me flip it. How many people know what pride is? Thinking it's all about you or me. So one of the things that I see is very simple. Most players think they know everything. They don't listen. They think they're better than they are. And that's just the honest truth. So if you're a good listener, I see a lot of players when I go to college games and NBA games, coach may say something and they're talking back, doing like this. Refs makes a call and they're doing like this. There have literally been players who have not been drafted as high as they can be drafted because of body language. That's true. So you're basically wasting money, time, your potential, the best you can be by something that you can control. And you can control your humility. How you make your teammates better, how you make your coach better. So let me give you one tip. When you're thinking about approaching the game, when you're thinking about approaching the season, how many people ask the coach, hey coach, how can I get better? How can I help you be a better coach? How can I help this team better? How many of you all have done that before? Okay? Just something to think about. Because if the coach can tell you how you can get better, wouldn't you want to know that? He controls your playing time, right? Yeah. And he also controls how much better you can get by how much impact you can have for your team. So think about that word. On the count of three, I want everybody to say humility. Humility. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now again, the reason I wanted to bring that up is because there are two players I want to just identify. One player was one of the best players that ever played basketball. I said one of the best that ever played. He won 6 NBA championships. Why would I say Scottie Pippen? Why would I say Scottie Pippen is an example of humility? He said Michael Jordan's shadow. Now I wouldn't use the word shadow because I'm not so sure that the Bulls would have won those championships without Scottie Pippen. But Scottie, I played against Scottie. Scottie was the guy that did everything that nobody else wanted to do. Scottie was not known as the best scorer in the game, but but he probably had more impact than anybody on the team by the things that other people didn't want to do. When nobody wanted to guard Magic Johnson, who guarded Magic Johnson? When nobody could get a rebound and push it to the fast break because they didn't really have great point guards, who played point guard sometimes. So this guy rebounded, he posted up, and he did the things that other players didn't want to do. I'm going to give you another person who's a free agent now, who just won the NBA championship. Now, what was Draymond Green's role on the Golden State Warriors this year? Hold on. I can't hear everybody. So let me pick. Hold on, everybody be quiet. Be respectful. I'm pointing right here, so that's the only person that should be talking. Only person that should be talking. The only person that should be talking is the person I'm pointing to. I'll say it loud. Defense, right? What else did he do? So he defended most of the time the best player on the team. What else did he do? Like multiple positions. One more thing I was looking for that he did for that team. He had attitude, which is leadership. See, there are a lot of things that you can do to raise the level of your team, to raise the level of someone else, and do things that not everybody else wants to do, but help your team be a championship team. So to me, I want to leave you with that word, humility. Think about those two guys, Scottie Pippen and Draymond Green, because to me, no matter what your talent level is, and I want you to hear this, look, everybody listen to me. If you're laying down, sit up. If you're laying down, sit up. Lay it down, sit up. The last thing I want to say, if you have any questions, I'd love to answer. It doesn't matter how tall, you end up being. Okay, it doesn't matter how tall, it doesn't matter how athletic you are. It doesn't matter what your skill set is. You can still have an impact on your team. Now the reality is, some of you will have more height. Some of you will have more athletic ability. Some of you may have more talent. Some of you may have just a personality that everybody wants to be around and play with. But you can still have value, have impact on your team by doing those things nobody really else wants to do. Everybody can do that. Everybody has a chance to do that. All right? So I want to leave you with that word, humility. Think about how you can humble yourself. Not think about your stats, how many shots you get. Maybe it's about giving the ball up instead of dribbling it so you can make a cut to get open so somebody else can have a lay. Right? Or maybe it's about, hold on, let me guard him. Or maybe it's about, I know he's getting hot. I got your help if he gets past you. Or maybe it's about, I'm going to block your guy out since he's bigger than you, and I'm going to help you get that rebound. Or maybe it's about going to the coach and say, Coach, what do you see? Or maybe it's about saying, hey, Coach, here's what I see something, maybe this can help him. See, the thing that I see that becomes something that keeps players from being the best they can be, they're continuously thinking about me. Continuously thinking about my shot. I didn't get to play as much. I didn't get enough shots or touches. Now in a camp setting like this, it's a little different because everybody's trying to get better. You're trying to improve your game. Don't just think about, how you can shoot the ball more. See how you can get better and make your team better when you go back to school and ball. So somebody,
I'm up here. You don't got him?
Okay. So a good friend of mine. I got three trivia questions. Anybody ever seen a $2 bill? Some people say it for good luck. But they're rare. Kind of rare. So I'm gonna give you. I've got three trivia questions. These are them. When you get this right, you don't need to go spin it on, like a song from iTunes. This is something you need to hold on to. All right, this is rare. All right. So the first question. First question I have. What pick did Scottie Pippen go to? You can't answer. What pick did Scottie Pippen go to the NBA draft? You get it. My bad. Shut up. All right. I'm gonna get you $2. Did you write it? I want to make sure I got it.
Wes, is that right?
Okay. All right. I got one more. And we talked about one word, right? Don't say it. Talked about one word that we talked about. And I want someone to tell me what that word means. Okay? Yeah, you gotta stand up. What's the word? What does the word mean? Okay. All right, he said, good job. He said humility. He said it's not about boasting about your achievements, but it's about letting other people speak for your achievements. You don't have to talk about yourself. Let other people notice your good works. The last one is my brother-in-law started a t-shirt company called Choices. And one of the things he told me that stuck out when he started a t-shirt line, okay, was he read an article where he said, Al, how many choices on average do you think? And I want you to think about this, okay? I'm going to call on 5 people. Whoever gets the closest gets these $2, all right? $2 bill, okay? I'm going to call on 5 people. How many choices in our mind, from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, how many choices do you think that we have in a day that goes on in our brain? Okay, I'm going to call on 5 people that have not been called on yet. You have not been called on yet. You get one guess, go again. You are, no, not yet. All right, you want to guess? You, black, you want to guess? You stand up. You stand up. You stand up. Everybody sit down. Everybody sit down. Everybody sit down. I have a call you. Stand up. Stand up. You can't get up. We need one more. All right. You sit. All right. He's standing up. He's standing up. Good. All right, ready? All right, what's your guess? Hold on, listen. This is the amount of choices that you have in a day. It's like the price is right. Just take a guess. The amount of choices that you have in your brain in a day. It's over, I'll give you a hint. One hint, all right? It's over 1,000. Huh? What's your guess? Give 5 seconds. 5, 4, 2,000. What's your guess? $1 million. What's your guess? 15,000? What's that? What's your guess? 3,000? Endless? It sounds good, but that's not what the answer is. Who said 20,000? 15, you said 15,000? You got it. 35,000 choices. Hold on, everybody listen. Everybody pay attention. All right, we got 5 minutes, right? We got 5 minutes. You can ask me any question, but you can't ask me to jump. All right? Hold on, everybody, hold on. All right, listen. We'll wait till everybody's quiet. All right. What's your name? Vincenzo? What's your question? When did I start basketball? I started from the time I remember I was like 5 years old. I was really young. Okay. What's your name? Ray John. All right, what's your question, Ray John? So Ray John asked a good question. He asked, did I like playing for the Pistons more or the Knicks? What do you think? Knicks? Why would you say Knicks? Well, I've never been asked that question before. But the answer is probably the Knicks because I got a chance to win more and go to more playoffs with the Knicks. But in Detroit, I had a different role, so that was fun. All right, who has what's the question? He asked a good question. What's your name? Everybody listen, because I can't talk unless everybody's listening. He asked a good question that I know that you're going to want to know the answer to. His question was, did I want to pick Porzingis in the draft? Okay. The answer is yes. Obviously, Scottie Pippen's former coach, Phil Jackson, who's won 13 NBA championships, is the Knicks president. And as you all stated before, his job and the whole Knicks staff job is to endlessly and tirelessly. I can't talk when everybody's listening. So their job is to go all over the world and know the best players, and to scout them, to understand them. And so when you get to that point in the NBA draft, you trust that the people that have seen them hundreds and hundreds of times, and not just have seen them make a couple of jump shots, but they know their families, they know everything about them, and know the type of personality. Then you trust that is the person that will be successful. So I was very happy after we got all that information and everybody has come back and said, this is what we think. That's what I trust and what we all trust. And I think he's going to be a very, very good basketball player. Okay. Candy. What's your name? I can't hear you guys say it loud. So everybody, you guys have to be quiet so I can hear him. You want to think the Knicks are going to be contenders in a few